Hi everyone and welcome to Mama Social, the podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Kayleigh, and we're here to talk motherhood, womanhood, and all things adulthood.
So grab yourself a bev and enjoy. I have got my
Notes
notes
from
from 2019. My notes go up too. And there's one of them that's like the same every year and I've never ever done it.
Take it off then.
No, because I want to do it.
Can you get gout in your hand?
I have no idea what gout is.
You know when Henry ate too much rich food, he gets gout in his feet.
I don't remember.
You weren't there.
Well, I wasn't there, but I don't remember. Like Prosecco and stuff, it's just not really my drink.
Get away from Prosecco. It's rank.
Yeah, I think it's rank as well.
Martini Asti is the best fizz.
But I don't know what that is.
It's sweeter. And then I'm asking him, like, what are your short-term goals? And I'm like, on health. And he's like, don't die. And I'm like,
that's great
everyone's
goal.
overarching deal.
That's a great
for 2025
goal.
Is no death. Like, come on, let's be more specific.
My mum was like, well, has it got giblets? What the F is a giblet? What is a giblet? And she was like, 'cause giblets just sounds awful. Well, Happy New Year. I know we've already said Happy New Year on the podcast, but that podcast was recorded before the Happy New Year. So this is now actually a very happy, you've just nearly spelled that. A Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I've got a fruity tea and I feel like that tells you everything you need to know about January. No, it doesn't. I've had 2 coffees already this morning.
Have you?
Yeah.
Off your knob? Off your, what's the word?
Off your nut.
Thank you.
No, I'm not.
Can we start
Coffee doesn't
that?
really do that for me.
No, but can we start?
What,
Off
being
your knob?
off your knob?
What was that laugh? Anyway, coffee doesn't do that.
Nah. I drink coffee because I like it, not because it gives us energy. Like I feel like, I need a coffee because I just need to taste the coffee. I don't think it ever gives us any energy. Energy drinks don't either.
Is that because you've drank coffee for a long time though?
I don't think so.
Quite new to the game.
Yeah, you're newer than me, but I only started drinking coffee in my late 20s. Well,
It's a good 10 years ago, Lauren.
yeah, you're right. God, that's really, well, no, I would class late 20s as 27, 28.
Right, so
and
a
that's
good
only
strong
8 years ago.
A good strong
Right.
8.
Aren't we old?
Yeah?
35. You know what I was thinking? On the way here in
And
the car,
I'm a year
right?
older than you. I'm older.
You'll always be a year older than us as well, so that's
I
great.
know you said that on my birthday and it sits with me forever.
So, that's a good tea. I was driving here and I don't know, like, because I feel like today we record on a Monday and this is the first Monday of the year, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first day of this year.
Yeah.
You can't start a new year on a Wednesday. That was ridiculous.
Absolutely
Whoever put
not.
that in the plan. So this is the start of the new year.
Yeah.
And I just feel so excited about it because I feel like I am like 99% certain that I'm not having any more kids,
Oh,
right?
God, she's gonna have more.
So I am never going to be pregnant again. My kids are going to get older and better and funner.
Yeah.
And my life is just about to start all over again and I'm
You're on
so
the up.
excited. It's only up from here. I'm going to have to go through the terrible 2s again, which is a little bit annoying. That's going to throw a little spanner in the works somewhere.
Hold on. I don't think you had the terrible 2s, did you?
Do you not remember?
Did
you not remember the start of this year? The
can't
video, I'll have sent you the video of Oak screaming in the back of the car. It was more terrible 3s that I had.
It was a later 2s.
Yeah, it was like the late 2s into 3.
No, we had a full episode about this. Neither terrible 2s didn't exist for us.
Yeah,
It was more 3s.
older.
And I've got a teenager already.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to go through that again. But hopefully the second time round it won't be as bad because he's got a big brother to... Is it as bad?
It's worse.
Is it?
I don't know if it's because I've got a girl, but it's just different.
So I just feel really excited.
I'm excited for
So,
you.
but then the thought that I had in my head, I was thinking like, because I think we're going to go away at the end of this year. We're going to go away just after Christmas for New Year with some friends, and we're just so excited about that. And I know
Abroad?
it's ages away. I had to buy.
Oh, fancy.
I know it's ages away, but like we're just excited about it. And then we've got a holiday booked for next summer. One of Glenn's friends is getting married abroad. So that's me and Glenn going away. That'll be the first holiday that me and Glenn have had since like 2019.
Oh my God.
We've never been away.
Do you mean?
We've done like the odd little weekend, but with friends and stuff. And we've never had a holiday. And I know this will be with loads of friends, but it'll be a lot of fun. But then I thought in my head, because I was listening to some great music in the car, I said, God, you know what? I've never experienced Ibiza with Glenn. And Ibiza was somewhere that like I've been on holiday with my friends every year. Obviously, it didn't go last year. But
you did, man, for work.
Was that not the year before?
No, it was last year.
No, it wasn't, man, because I found out I was pregnant the day that I got back from Ibiza. So it was the year before.
Shut your hole. That year has gone too quick.
I know. So I've been to Ibiza like every year since I was about 18, 19.
My brain's saying no, but I believe you, but it makes no sense.
But it's true because Ovi didn't exist the last time I was in Ibiza, and last year he existed. I was thinking I've never experienced Ibiza with Glenn. Like I'd really like to go to Ibiza, and then I was thinking I'm sure like Charlotte and Jake would want to come to Ibiza, like we'd go to Ibiza, and then I thought I'll be nearly 37.
Yeah, you won't want to go to Ibiza.
I'm too old for Ibiza. I'm too old for Ibiza now. But I remember one time going to Ibiza, right, and going to Ushuaia and watching these like older couples at the front of Ushuaia having food and drinking wine and thinking, I want to be you.
Yeah.
I want to be you. So I really want to go to Ibiza.
Then go.
Well, maybe I will.
Live your best life.
Want to come?
I'll go. Don't need to ask us twice. You know we're always up for a holiday.
I know.
Any excuse to palm off them kids. Oh, Dill's
I
mum
feel
and
like
dad's,
as they get older, they're going to be easier to palm off as well.
100%. Dill's mum and dad's in where are they at? Africa, Cape Verde. Is that Africa?
It's a
place around there.
Yeah, I think it's like a bit of Africa.
Yeah. They're there for 2 weeks, and I'm like
jealous. All inclusive.
Oh, Lou rang us yesterday, and she just said we won't be coming back.
Oh,
like
really?
You can't really go out of your complex.
Yeah.
So she loves walking. She's just like, can't even go to like a shop.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go.
That's why just a bit of Spain's lovely.
Bit of Spain.
And then you can just walk around everywhere.
Yeah, 2 weeks without them. While we've been off 2 weeks with them. And they only stayed out once, you know, over the Christmas period, because I thoroughly enjoyed them. But yes.
Nice.
So, what we talking about today? Just about all this? Just all about this?
New year, new me.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
Oh, listen, I love a new year.
What about you, me?
I mean, I would love a new me too. No, like, but I love a new year. Like, I love the thought of like a new year, a new beginning, and putting like goals in place for the year. And I know sometimes it can be a lot of pressure, but does it matter? Like, you don't have to do them all, but it's nice to think about them, and it's nice to make a little goal board, and it's nice to make a little. I mean, not that I've done that. Like, I have wrote some goals down in my notes.
Have you?
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, every single year, because I have got my notes from 2019. My notes go up to, and there's one of them that's like the same every year, and I've never ever done it.
Take it off then?
No, because I want to do it.
But if you take it off, then
I'll do it.
You might do it.
Probably won't.
Julie bought us like a goal setting book.
Oh, that's like the most you thing I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. It's like this leather gold thing.
Oh, nice.
It's stunning. Mm-hmm. So I've been plodding through there, like mission statements and vision statements. It is a me thing. I was like, Dill, do you want to do this? And he said, no. I'm like, how? And then I'm asking him, like, what are your short-term goals? And I'm like, on health. And he's like, don't die. And I'm like,
that's great
everyone's
goal.
Overarching deal.
That's a great
for 2025
goal.
is no death. Like, come on, let's be more specific. But he's like, no, I'm not. It's too much pressure. But yeah, mine is because we've seen each other a couple of times over Christmas. I'm like, have I already told you these things? So let's just pretend like I haven't.
Okay.
Last year was all about business and growth of the business and making sure we had sustainability. And Mama Social Co was like the foundations were strong.
Yeah.
And that came with not a lot of Kayleigh time. And I always put myself first. And I think through self-development and therapy, the 2 years beforehand, last year I really struggled with not having enough time to do that myself. So this year is a Kayleigh year. And I'm gonna...
So can you not have a nice mix though? Can you not have
the thing.
Kayleigh and business?
Yes, so business is gonna skyrocket. This is rocket year. Rocket man! Like, I'm super excited. But I don't think I can do another year where Kayleigh Laverick, is last of the pile.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always talking about, like, be selfish in a selfless way. Like, putting yourself first. But I haven't practiced that for the last year because I've just been like, boom, boom, boom. Like,
yeah.
So spending more time with my friends and prioritising me and not just going, right, I need to lose some weight. No, like, what do you actually want to do? So my big goal is that, alongside skyrocket the world of business.
So I've got loads of like, you know, like little things that I would like to do and like to achieve. But my like number one thing that I want to do this year and that I'm going to concentrate on the most and that I feel like if I do it, every single aspect of my life will benefit. And that is to be more organised in every way, like in the house and with my time, like time management. I want to manage my time better and be more organised with my daily life to be able to thrive in every aspect, in being a parent, with work, in the relationship, like in every way.
But that's how I feel in putting me health first.
Yeah.
Because if I'm really focusing on me, everything else will just fall in line. I think that's going to be the difference this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. So I woke up this morning.
With a spring in the step.
Did my meditation. I did some Pilates. Bought a new app. Of course I did. And the only thing I haven't done is eaten yet.
Oh, that's quite an important thing.
It is. But the only thing I had in, like, for breakfast, like, I used the last 2 eggs for Freddie for his pancakes. So I was like, right, nothing. I need to go and get some shopping in and I need to eat well today.
Do you know what I've been eating that I really, really enjoy?
What?
So Ambrosia, there's one in my bag. Ambrosia brought out, you know, Ambrosia custard, the custard brand.
Oh, yeah.
So Ambrosia have brought out a ready-made porridge, but you don't have to heat it up or anything. It's already like so creamy and lovely. And they do a golden syrup one and they do one that's got like a layer of raspberry. Stunning. So that's just so easy to grab in the car, eat it when you get somewhere. Breakfast's very important. Fuel for your day.
Listening to a podcast at the minute. There's just so much crap. We say this all the time. So much crap about different things. You should fast. You should drink black coffee. You should do whatever. And I'm like, I just want somebody to tell me exactly what I should do for me.
You should eat a balanced diet.
And I should move.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's it. Full stop.
That's all you need.
So yeah. What else is on here? Have you stuck to your organisation or you're about to start?
Listen, today's day one of the year. However, organisation did begin yesterday because I made sure, well, actually, no, kind of, I have been. So I've been doing like little tasks every day to make sure that I've got one less thing to do the day after. So like Saturday night, put the kids to bed. Glenn did one kid, I did the other kid. Then on a Saturday night, we would usually just sit and watch the telly.
Yeah.
But we ordered a takeaway. And I used the time between ordering the takeaway and the takeaway coming as like a game to get all the ironing done.
Oh.
Instead of sitting on my arse.
What was that?
And then I can't tell you how great it felt when the ironing was done and all I needed to do was go and put it away. So like iron, put it on a hanger, put it to the side, and then I just need to go upstairs and put it away. Yeah. There you go. I feel like that is how I'm going to get more organised, by just doing little things like that. I procrastinate too much.
Yeah.
I end up sitting and scroll. But sometimes at the end of the day, I can be so tired that I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Like, this needs to be my time. I want to just sit. But then I just end up wasting so much time. And I'm like, well, I could have done that.
Yeah.
Just wipe the kitchen worktops down.
Yeah.
Just fill the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Just put some washing in.
It's so
do
simple.
the ironing.
It's so simple.
Mop your goddamn floors. They're a mess. I can't wait to have my cleaners back, honestly.
Not long.
Not long. Can't wait.
I'm excited to not drink, FYI.
Are you not going to drink?
No.
Look, I'm not interested in drinking.
Lauren, for 2 weeks, me and Dale has drank at least a bottle of red wine, sometimes 2 or 3, every single day. And then the day after New Year's Day came, and Dale was like, right, that's it, we're done. That was the morning. And I'm like, yep, we're done. Then by dinner time, it was like, oh, we might as well, it's Thursday or whatever day it was, might as well have one more. So
What day did I pop into yours?
Oh.
Was that after New Year?
Yeah. And we both sat there drinking red wine at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know. Got offered a red wine. I was like, no, thank you.
And then it was like Friday. Dale went back to work on Friday. And I was like, right, that's it. And he was like, what, it's a celebratory drink. It's Friday. We've started back work. So we poured another one. Saturday, Sunday. And now I'm like, right, I actually, like an alcoholic, poured every wine. Even rosé. I don't even like rosé. Who's buying me rosé?
Well, I like a rosé. Did you pour it down the sink?
Yes.
How? Where?
Because Dale, there was no red wine in the other day. No, because I don't trust myself. Got in the other day and Dale's drinking rosé. Was it when we went out for an indie? It was. There was no red wine in, so he was drinking a rosé. I was like, the man who didn't drink wine 2 months ago is smashing in a white Zinfandel. So
I remember in lockdown,
I'm excited to not drink.
I'm not a fan of like fizz, like Prosecco and stuff. It's just not really my drink.
Get away from Prosecco. It's rank.
Yeah, I think it's rank as well.
Martini Asti is the best fizz.
But I don't know what that is.
It's sweeter.
But in lockdown, obviously the year before, we'd had our engagement party and we just had cupboards full of champagne, Prosecco, like all that stuff. And honestly, I worked my way through it. I loved champagne by the end of lockdown. I really had a taste for champagne. Expensive taste.
It's hilarious. Yeah, so I'm excited not to drink.
So dry Jan or dry...
Just see. Remember that it wasn't last year. It was the year before. Was it?
Yeah, you
the November. I cannot believe we went through a whole year last year. The brain is pickled. That time has moved so fast.
That is what happens.
It's madness.
The whole of 2024 was a year.
That's mental.
I know.
So 2023, I stopped drinking for a while, but I turned into one of them wankers, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so clear.
This is what
I'm so fresh.
This is what this annoys me. It gets on my nerves.
About me?
About anyone, right?
About me.
When something becomes someone's whole personality.
That is me.
Yeah,
I'm an artiste, remember now?
Oh, you know what? You are a little bit like this.
Yeah, I am.
But you know what? You know, someone goes sober and it just becomes their whole personality,
or
like
vegan.
their whole personality.
Yeah.
And they've got an Instagram account that's like, Paula is sober. I don't know who Paula is. But do you know what I mean? And then they've got a whole Instagram account dedicated to it. But then all of a sudden it disappears. And you notice a photo and they've got a wine in the hand and you think, well, you've just been a dickhead for a whole year. And now you're just
not sober.
Like,
to handle.
I just think.
Maybe I'll start a Paula's sober account.
Yeah, you should. Who's Paula?
Thought she was called Kayleigh.
Paula is sober.
It's me, what's me?
Elias.
No.
Who? What?
Sasha Fierce. What's that called when you've got this would have been so good if I could remember words. Your like persona,
Is that not what Elias means?
That's not a word.
What does Elias mean?
Alias. Like a name.
Alias.
Alias is like a secret thing.
What?
Like if you wanted to make a reservation and you didn't know people that you would go and you'd be like, I'm Janet.
All right, okay.
What is that
Paula.
called? I know you're all shouting down.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like an alter ego.
Thank you.
There you go.
So my alter ego.
Alter ego.
Is Paula.
Paula.
is so bad. Is Paula coming out tonight? Oh, Kayleigh. Paula is here. Yeah, that is me. I'm an all-in for a short period.
That, but then I understand how something like that would be holding themselves accountable. So, you know, when people make like a fitness account or like a diet type thing, that's holding themselves accountable. So if that's what you need to do, I'm not actually judging you at all.
She is.
But
she's a big fat judgy.
Like just a little bit.
Yeah, that is me. So I have day 1 is today for both of us.
Mm-hmm. Day 1 of 2025.
We're actually in day 6, but
I know.
It's so funny. And I do think it's a positive thing, do you?
What?
You know, when people are like, it's a new year, new me, it's so negative.
Like so much I don't think, it doesn't have to be so much pressure. You don't have to set yourself any unrealistic goals. You don't have to set yourself any goals if you don't want to. Your goal can be survive. And that's
survive,
fine.
not thrive.
Survive, not thrive.
Do a deal. Don't die.
Just don't die. And if that is all you want to do this year, that's absolutely fine. And I feel like it's a really good goal.
Somebody just wrote that on a vision board.
Just do not die.
Do not die. Hilarious. Awful. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yes. You know what we haven't done?
What?
Our pits and peaks.
Pits and peaks. So what we're going to do a pit and peak of?
Your Christmas.
Yeah.
I know exactly what yours is going to be.
What? The peak
After
of mine.
3. Oh, I was going to.
Oh, you're going to do the peak. Right.
1,
the peak
2,
of mine.
3. Your
Christmas dinner.
Every time I've seen her, she's talked about these
Christmas dinner. No, but right, you go back to a few episodes, right?
She couldn't even do
where we spoke about the differences in our Sunday dinner.
Microwave mash.
I do everything in the microwave. Bisto. I still had Bisto on my Sunday dinner. I mean, on my Christmas dinner. And I'm just very, very basic. You know, I'm just not the best cook, but I was hosting Christmas dinner for 7 adults, 8 adults, I think it ended up being, 4 kids. And I am sorry, but I nailed it. Mm-hmm. I absolutely nailed it. Like, I don't know how. I sat watching loads of TikToks of people making certain aspects of the dinner, and I thought, right, I'm just going to do this. But the saviour for me, the thing that made it all possible was your hot plates. The hot plate things that you lent us, because if I had to do all the timings and everything perfectly, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But because I could just do it and then whack it in there.
Stunning.
My carrots were incredible. Parsnips, insane. Brussels sprouts, mouth-wateringly good. My roasties, I prepared them a few nights before, right? So I'd cooked them and then froze them and put them in everything they needed to be in, then just ready to go in the oven. Oh my God, they were sensational. Like everyone rated it a 10. They honestly rated it a 10.
I love it. I really feel like I want to play the voice note from the night before though.
What was I mentioned this to someone. Oh no, what was that one? Oh my God.
Why haven't you told me it's got feet?
No, I'm sorry.
The skin is so hard.
So I watched loads of TikToks, right, of people preparing their turkeys. And they were preparing the turkeys and they were like separating the skin from the meat and like rubbing stuff in. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I started to open the turkey. The turkey had feet, but they were shoved up its arse. But you could feel the solid bit at the top. I was tapping them and I was like, what is that?
Me and Dale listened to this voice note about 5 times of the sheer panic from Lauren of like, what am I going to do?
I FaceTimed Glenn, and obviously Glenn's at the fire station with all the firemen and firefighters. And I was like, Glenn, I can't do the turkey. What am I supposed to do with the turkey? Like, tears were nearly coming out of my eyes. And then I rang me mum.
Giblets.
Was it you? Did my mum mention the giblets or did you?
I think we all.
I think it was my mum. My mum was like, well, has it got giblets? What the F is a giblet? What is a giblet? And she was like, giblets just sounds awful. And she was like, well, can you see a bag inside your turkey? And I was like, yeah. She went, well, you need to pull that out. And it's like full of the turkey's insides. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to pull a bag of organs out of a turkey. Like, what on earth? If I'd known this, I would have got a crown. I would have just got a crown. Like, it was horrific.
It was the skin is hard. You said like 3 things. It was just.
Have you not got the voice note?
Somewhere.
It was, honestly, I was traumatised. I just ended up shoving me buttery mixture on top of the skin. And then my mum had to come back. My mum had to come the day after, pull the giblets out.
So funny.
Which, by the way, actually looked like a liver. It was disgusting.
Made the gravy
people
out
use,
of them.
No. Why?
Delightful.
Why do people do that?
Why do we eat meat, Lauren?
I don't know, but honestly, if my dinner hadn't been so good the next day, I think I'd be a vegetarian.
So funny.
My beef, on the other hand, was phenomenal. I could deal with that. It was fine. But it was the fact that...
It looked like a thing.
I could see that it was a full living creature.
Yeah. It wasn't just like a lump of meat.
Oh, honestly, it knocked us sick. And then, because I was really like, tears were in my eyes and like I kept going to retch. So then Oaks was watching us and then Oaks kept going, bleh. And I was like, stop it. Stop doing that. And then the next day he was like, Grandma, the turkey's got feet. My mum's like, Lauren, it hasn't got feet. The feet have been cut off. It's just its ankles. I went, oh, that's so much better then. Its ankles shoved up its arsehole.
Hilarious.
It was, honestly, it was traumatic. But yeah, anyway. It worked out well.
Yeah.
Eileen dealt with the turkey. Thanks, Eileen.
Pitt
is... Smokey had surgery 2 days before Christmas. Bless him. He wasn't very well. He got diagnosed with grade 2 IVDD, which is every sausage dog owner's worst nightmare. But he's doing really well. Really, really well. I think, so is he 6? He's about 2 weeks post-op-ish, bit more, just over 2 weeks. And he's doing really well. He wants to run about all over, wants to be jumping up and down everything, but I can't let him. He's absolutely fuming that he's in a crate. But he's doing really well.
God bless him.
But it's still me Pitt, because me little baby was poorly.
Well, should we do mine?
Yes, please.
Just overall Christmas spirit. It was the quietest Christmas we've ever had.
Is it?
But I loved it. Normally I get really like irritated and anxious in the house because there's so much to do in the house.
Yeah.
But I used that as a superpower and got organised. And I was very, very happy with myself. So doing that, me and Dale only went out once. The kids only stayed out once. We walked from where we live through to see him. Well, a little bit before because Dale's feet were hurting. So we got a taxi back home and then went to see him. But it worked out good because then we just stayed out all day. We went to Tide for some gorgeous food and just went on a pub crawl. It was mint. So that was me peak. Me pit is... I've somehow, for years, I've had like a bit of a dodgy wrist and it flares up and then it disappears, right? And you remember months ago when I was like, I stopped wearing me Apple Watch because I was like, me wrists are aching and I think I'm getting like radiation poisoning or some ridiculous thing. I have now got either carpal tunnel or arthritis in this wrist. Like it is in agony.
So... is it the watch?
No. So I thought I was wearing my watch on my other hand. I was like trying to work out, but it was before Christmas, like trying to push myself up off stuff. Anyway, I need to go to the doctors this week because Tash was like, it's not carpal tunnel. She was like, can you do this? Can you do...
Well, I could do what? I had carpal tunnel when I was in both pregnancies and I could still do everything. It just hurt.
Agony though.
Like it was just a weird feeling, and sometimes like if I like needed to push myself up, it would go all the way up my arm.
It's like toothache up my arm now. To the point where
It's like
2 days ago,
dull
at ache, I had cocodamols. I don't even take paracetamol.
They send me funny them.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed my little buzz off. I was like, oh, this is nice. But then the pain came back. So that's me.
Too much wanking.
The wrong hand. I thought you were going to say too much wine.
All that. Same kind of
motion.
The amount you've been drinking.
Yeah, so I'm just like, it's an acknowledgement of, can you get gout in your hand?
I have no idea what gout is.
You know, when Henry VIII, too much rich food, he gets gout in his feet.
I don't remember.
You weren't there.
Well, I wasn't there, but I don't remember. I only remember that he beheaded some
who were lassies
of his wives.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm getting old because I've now got arthritis or something in my wrist or carpal tunnel or some sort of horrendous disease. No, just
a bit of stiffness,
wear and tear.
Maybe.
Need to drink more water and get healthy. So there we are.
New year, new you.
Can I also acknowledge that Freddie, on his birthday, the day they broke up for school, he had his birthday party. And at the end of his birthday party, we were playing Guess Who, the four of us. It's very cute. It was a football edition. So he was buzzing. And he kept scratching his head. And I was like, come here. And I looked, infested with nits.
No.
Infested with nits. So got him in the bath, stripped him, and Laura, it was the best day of my life, to be honest, because you know
them out.
I love combing shit in hairs, and I'm just like knitting his hair, and they were falling. He doesn't have long hair. Like,
what do you mean they were falling out?
You know, you brush and they fell into the bath, and then he says, "There's one, there's one, there's one." I think we killed about.
So
40.
were they at the point where they were like
the birds? We call them the birds, the
like
crow.
Little black insects.
Dale was like, I don't know how you knew that was. He must, because I washed his hair the night before. It doesn't itch, so it was like a really uncomfortable. I was like, there's something going on in his head. Nits. So I think he must have caught them either that morning at school, and they just rampant through his head. And I was like, oh my God, Eva. So Eva's like, I want to have a go. So she's naked in the bath, stood up, and I'm like praying to God because she's got longer hair.
Yeah.
She didn't have them. So I knew he hadn't had them for a few days because they would have been through all of us.
Aren't nits weird?
The horrendous, but like I loved it at the same time. It's fabulous. Anyway, we'd had obviously a few glasses of wine, so we couldn't go and get any nit lotion. Dale's man brought that up. Anyway.
Anywho.
There we are. So, should we go on to
some share your shits?
Yes, please. Share your shit. Share your shit. We've got a couple
should
of
I
days.
go first?
Yeah.
Ladies, I need you to know I tried. My resolution was to join the gym because my 4-year-old told me I had a squishy belly. Oh. And honestly, it sent me into a spiral.
Eva said that I was pregnant the other day.
Did she? Oak said he liked my belly the other day.
Liked it?
And I thought, well, what belly? You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
What are you on about? So I signed up to a gym with a creche thinking, brilliant, I'll burn calories while the kids are supervised. Well, the first session was today, and let me tell you, I don't think I'll ever recover. The creche looked cute, so I dropped the kids off and went to the treadmill. I'm feeling proud until mid-jog, I see a member of staff walking at me from the creche window. Turns out my 2-year-old had managed to strip naked, wee on a playmat, and blame it on her brother. I had to abandon my treadmill of shame, go in there with everyone watching, and sort out the carnage while trying to ignore the fact I was sweating buckets and bright red. Safe to say my gym era is over. Back to walking the dog and calling it cardio. Someone pass the biscuits.
No, she shouldn't.
Walking the dog is cardio.
It is. But she shouldn't be shamed and not go to the gym for that.
No, I agree.
You're making that an excuse.
I don't think your gym era's over.
No.
It wasn't you that got naked and weed on a mat.
That's a different story.
If that was the case, I'd understand you never going back. But listen, 2-year-olds do things like that. Mm-hmm. It's all right. No one thinks bad of you.
How? No, yeah. Don't use that as an excuse.
Mm-mm.
Get back.
Keep going.
Back.
You've
Right.
joined now. If it's got a crash, it's probably David Lloyd. You'll
I
not
was
be.
just about to
You'll
say
not
it.
be allowed out the contract anyway.
No, you're
so
in
you're gonna have
12
to.
months.
You're gonna have to keep going for a year.
Or just pay and never go. But just go. No one cares.
Nah, no one cares.
What's that? It's the spotlight effect. Nobody cares as much about you as you do.
As you
yourself.
do.
Nobody thinks about you as much as you think about yourself.
Yeah.
No one gives a shite.
Nah, no one gives.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a long one. All right, ladies. Oh, all right.
Love how everyone's calling us ladies.
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 I need to share my win because, honestly, I feel like a parenting legend right now. My New Year's resolution was to be more present with the kids, less scrolly, more doing. Normally, I sit on the sofa and supervise. That's my type of parenting. When the kids want to play. But this year I thought, sod it, I'll join in. Why? You know why? I say why. Let them use their imagination.
Oh, yeah.
If it's me dictating how the farm is built or how the shop is ran, it's Kayleigh's interpretation, not Eva, who is exploring. But anyway, get back to this. So yesterday, the 6-year-old asked if we could build a fort. Now, in the past, I've thrown her a blanket and a chair and called it a day. But not 2025, me. Oh, no. This time, I'm like, right, let's do this properly. I pulled out sheets, cushions, fairy lights, and even the box the new Hoover came in. By the end of it, we had a 3-room castle in the living room, and that could have been on Grand Designs. The kids were buzzing. We read books under the fairy lights, had a snack picnic, and I didn't look at my phone once. It might sound daft, but for the first time in ages, I wasn't thinking about the laundry pile or what was for tea. I was just there. It felt amazing. So yeah, I'm claiming that this is a win. With the house, will the house look like a bomb site by the end of the week? Probably. But for now, I'm riding the smug mum wave.
I love that. I love making dens.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favourite things. Because I used to do it with my dad and I used to love it so much. So I love doing it with Oaks, and I love them when he gets in and he's just like so excited to be in there. I love it.
But then how do you negotiate the removal of the snug?
Well, he just knows that it gets removed. It's like at the end of the day.
We've got, you've probably seen it. Can't remember what it's called. Den making thing. It's green poles, purple balls.
Oh, yes,
and you make your own, and you can make all different. We've got them and the kids love that.
Yeah.
But before we had that, now we've got one of them play couches.
Yeah. I got one of them for Christmas to go in the playroom.
The issue is it doesn't stay up and the kids get so frustrated.
Yeah, so
like
I know.
fall over.
Yes.
And I'm like,
so I went to build it. I went to build it into like a square, how it shows you in the picture, and it wouldn't stay.
It just flops. Useless.
Misadvertising.
Mm-hmm. But it is comfy to sit on.
Yeah. But I like that, and I love days like that where, because I find if I'm having a day with the kids and if I'm like trying to be on my phone for whatever reason, if I'm having a little scroll, or if I think, oh, I'll use this 10 minutes to quickly get a few emails done. Yeah. And then I find, like, if I'm sat on my phone, Oaks wants me attention more.
Yeah.
So then he'll be like shouting stuff at me and I end up shouting at him, and like,
just give us a minute.
Like, but then that's all my own fault because I'm trying to be on my phone and ignoring my child. Yeah. When if you have just got your phone to the side and you're present and you're playing, you don't have to be massively involved. You can just be sitting watching whatever they want. I just feel like you do have a much better day.
But how mint was it when you were over mine and the kids were playing?
Yeah, lovely.
Me and you, we weren't even talking. We were literally just sat on the dining room table watching them use their imagination. Yeah. How many costumes came out of the fancy dress cupboard? Like, maddening. But amazing for them.
Yeah.
So, well done, man.
Well done. We have one more.
Oh.
Right, lasses. I said this was going to be my New year, new me, meal prep mum on a mission. I spent New Year's Day roasting veg, cooking chicken, portioning pasta. Like, what?
Is this you?
Like I was Gordon Bleeding Ramsay. I even made a bloody Pinterest board for healthy family meals, which, for the record, is now my most toxic ex. What? Monday rolls around. I'm feeling smug as out. Lunch is in the Tupperware, dinner's in the slow cooker. I'm basically a walking advert for self-discipline. Then mid-morning, the toddler decides she's got beef with bananas and projectile yeets across hers across the living room. Fine, right? I'm zen. But then the slow cooker breaks. The dog eats half the block of cheddar, and by tea time, we're at McDonald's drive-thru because the kids are starving and I can't face eating bloody chickpeas. Now the freezer's full of sad, unloved portions and I'm £40 down on Happy Meals. Is it even worth trying again, or should I just embrace the chaos?
Just try again.
Do both.
Do
both. I always think when you're trying to be like good and stuff, and I also love... Well, I like to save meals on Pinterest and on TikTok because it's nice to get the ideas. And I just think if you're going to try and go like all in, right, you're never going to have a McDonald's again. I just feel like you're just going to be thinking about a McDonald's all the time and you're going to be like, I can't have a McDonald's, I can't have a McDonald's, I can't have a McDonald's, I can't have a McDonald's. Then you're going to see the M and you're going to be like, McDonald's. And you're going to want to go. So I just think like it's absolutely fine, one day to have your meal prep meal and then it's fine to go to McDonald's the next day.
Balance.
All about balance. If your kids want a McDonald's and your dog's just ate half the cheese and your slow cooker's broke, then just go to McDonald's.
I need the story about how the dog got the cheese. Must have just been on the side. The dog's hopped up and nabbed it. What I love, right, is... Because obviously we can see the analytics of stuff. Like that, whatever that projectile, what was it?
Yeet.
That must be somebody's.
Projectile yeets hers across the living room.
That must be some Yorkshire or Manchester.
Projectile yeets. What does that mean?
I don't know, get back in touch.
Throw. Projectile throw.
Oh. A vine.
You're...
Oh. It's a young person talk.
But 2 seconds.
Started the conversation.
It's young person talk, right? But yous aren't old enough for Vine. Yeah. Are you?
What the hell's Vine? What was Vine?
Prime Vine age. It was like, it was years and years ago. Wasn't it like pranky? It was very like Logan and Jake Paul, stuff like that when they used to like... Yeah.
Cats? Well, yeet. I love how we've just been trying to analyse what that is and it's just a young person's spiel. And these youngins are sat here like, them old bitches don't have a clue what's going on.
They're so old.
She's nearly 40. Right, so every week, we don't talk about how amazing our organisation is enough, I don't think.
No, we don't.
So I want to give an opportunity for like new walks and new sessions to have their moment to shine. And it doesn't have to be a big thing, but it's just there'll be some people that listen to this podcast that are like, oh, I didn't know what they actually did. So this is an extension of the brand of Mama Social Co. So we do have Lauren.
Yes.
What is our tagline for Mama Social Co? Because there was a long time Lauren didn't have a freaking clue what was going on in her life. Well, in my life, and she was just here for the ride.
Listen, I'm still just here for the ride. If, honest to God, if someone came over to me still and said, so what does Kayleigh do? I
don't know what Kayleigh does.
I don't know
but what
Kayleigh does. She does a bit of everything. Right, so Mama Social is the mother's modern village, and we are on a mission to make sure you don't have to do this alone. That is what Mama Social is. It's to combat isolation in motherhood.
Why are you saying it in a weird like voice?
That's my like advert
official voice. Yes. So you don't have to do it alone.
You don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to spend a load of money not being alone.
Exactly.
Do some things for free.
Most
with Mama Social Co.
Yeah. So a couple of new sessions that we'll shout out is a walk and play
Tell me more.
So
where are we playing? Play dates.
Play dates.
Where are we walking from?
Tommy's, I think.
Tommy? What day?
Friday, I believe.
Oh, I'm at work this Friday.
But the thing is, I don't know, because that's not my job anymore. If Julie was here, she'd be able to tell you. This. So basically, go online, have a look at the timetable.
Right, well, if anyone is local and they go on this walk on Friday, you meet up at Tommy, okay? Yes. If you just look to the right or the left, directly opposite, you will see a clinic called Jennifer Smith Aesthetics. Give us a wave.
And Lauren will be in the window.
I'll be in there. I'll be in the window.
Yoo-hoo!
Saying hi.
Please, if you see them, mums, because they used to go to Cork and Coffee as well.
Oh, did they?
So
love Cork and Coffee.
I do as well. And they used to give them either a free tea or a free cake. One of the two was free.
Ah.
It was very good. So anyway, that's back. Oh, new walk in the Isle of Sheppey. Where the hell is that?
And
is it in Scotland, do we think?
Ayrshire, Scotland.
Ayrshire, Scotland.
They sound like they'd be two really, really pretty
beautiful
places.
They're a talk and walk, so get yourselves there. But it still blows my friggin' chebs off that people in Ayrshire are doing our walks.
I know.
From me just going, this is too hard to do alone. Anybody want to go for a walk?
It's brilliant.
The power of connection is just insane.
So if you are sitting and listening to this as well, and if you're wondering, is there a walk near me? You can check on the website. And you know, if there's not, you could start one. You could become a parent lead and you could do a talk and walk.
Could. Or just anything. We've got bump talk and walks as well. They're kicking off. Well, not kicking off. They've been going a while. Julie sent me one more. But we need her to do a voice note of how to say
places.
Birstall, West Yorkshire.
Birstall.
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 In West Yorkshire. So yeah, get in touch. Build your own community and we'll help with that.
Wicked.
Right, I believe that is the end of time.
The end of time. That's it. We're done, guys.
The goal for the week, guys. Don't die.
Great goal. This episode of Mama Social, the podcast, was filmed and produced by Flamingo Heights Podcast Studio.
Lauren, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
I don't like
Why
you
saying Lauren? Just say see you soon.
Steve.
Because we're talking to our listeners.
Ah.
See you soon.